Besides.
Welcome to the show, it's the Backer Squad, talking all things green and gold. Give a round of applause. We break it down, every game, every play, from Lambeau to the talks, you know we slay. Got the energy, electric, vibes always hype. Join the conversation, come on, grab your mic. It's a podcast flow that keeps your heart in tune. Every touchdown, every fumble, we're the afternoon. Packers, Backer boys, we be bringing the heat. Live on YouTube, can't accept defeat. Subscribe, hit that bell, never miss a beat. Follow us on Facebook, it's the ultimate retreat.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
Well, hello there, everybody, and welcome to the Backer Boys. How's my boy John Dorn doing tonight?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Yep. So what do you think about our moves so far?
I actually don't mind a lot of them, and that's even including the players that we cut. Because, yeah, you know, it sucks to lose guys like Elgton Jenkins and that, but we did a very bad disservice to Elgton Jenkins by putting him at center. He quite clearly is not ready for that role.
Yeah.
And with having that leg injury and his age, I don't want to pay him the money that we were going to pay him. I wasn't paying him $20 million a year.
No, not at all.
Yeah. I mean, love the guy. I thought he was an outstanding left guard for us. But unfortunately, we gave Banks a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
So he was going to stay.
Yeah, I want some younger guys, fresher guys in there. In the draft, pick a few more guys up. I want to get a nose tackle. I think we need a nose tackle yet.
How do you feel about us keeping Sean Ryan as a center?
To tell you the truth, at first, I didn't like it at first. When he first started being a center, but then towards the end of the season, he actually started being pretty good. And I think a full season now, off season, and him at center, I think is going to help him out. And I think we're fine with that. I think we'll probably get a center yet in this draft, or maybe Monk will fucking somehow, surprise us this season.
I actually wouldn't be shocked if we don't grab a center in this draft unless it's in the late rounds because of us already having Monk there. And Sean Ryan really impressed me as a center. I was ready to kick this guy to the curb. He was my new Newman. And holy shit, did I hate Newman. I was getting close to hating Sean Ryan like that. But as soon as we moved him to center, our whole offensive line played a hell of a lot better. Now, there's also another caveat to that. That's when we pulled Jordan Morgan out of right guard and put Anthony Belton in too.
Yeah.
So that kind of goes into our left tackle situation with us moving on from Rasheed Walker. I almost called him Yash Nyman because of Yash just retiring there.
Yeah.
But with us moving on from Rasheed Walker, because he literally just signed a contract with the Panthers for 1 year about an hour beforehand.
Yeah.
But right now, it looks like Jordan Morgan's going to be the starting left tackle, and I personally am not a huge fan of him at left tackle, just for the fact of, especially with what we saw in the playoff game against the Bears, we were not only seeing him get pushed back, because for a while he was getting pushed back, but wasn't letting anybody around him, which I was okay with. Granted, it might not have looked pretty, but it was effective. But now it seems that teams have learned that you can push him around, and they're just pushing him directly into the quarterback. That's what I worry about. And what's up there, A-Dub?
What's good, fellas?
Oh, not too much. Just starting to go over some of the free agency additions and subtractions.
Mm-hmm. And playing them, I am more than okay with.
What do you think about our moves with the offensive line so far, as in center and left tackle?
Sean Ryan to me came on strong enough to the point where I might be able to trust him to take over as our new center, especially when he was doing a more efficient job, a far better and more efficient job than what Elton Jenkins was doing.
Yeah, he's got to learn how to. He's got to do pass protection a little better, though. This pass
Mm-hmm.
protecting's got to improve.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm right there with you there, Jeremy. I'm going to miss Quay, too.
I'm not going to miss Quay at all. I'll tell you the truth. That Franklin, I'll take Franklin any day over Quay. I'm serious.
My issue with that is even if he is better physically and with the instincts than Quay, you can't take away from the fact that when Quay Walker was out there on that field, our coverage unit as a whole performed a lot better. Now, granted, his coverage personally sucked, and that was his area of weakness. But the way he was able to get all the other players in position and all that, that's where I think we're going to feel a little bit of it.
Yeah, I like that Franklin. Tell you the truth.
If nothing else, coverage is going to be a weakness for Franklin too. Cause
Yeah, that's the only downfall.
When I've watched his tape, Zaire Franklin, he does play with great with the same kind of work as Quay Walker does. Like he's definitely way down to. He could definitely work as a well-rounded blitzer, be able to help in the run defense. But the thing is, his coverage in itself is just as bad. And if you had to compare PFFs between the two, Quay was far more superior. You're in certain areas.
Yeah. That's my feelings on it too, A-Dub. It's the Zaire guy looks like he's going to be a decent fill-in for him, but some of the things, to me, it's going to be hard to replace with Quay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One thing I'm going to say about it, though, when it comes to these free agency signings, the one thing I am liking about some of the signings we've done is that at least we're getting guys that our new DC Jonathan Gannon is more than familiar with.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Zaire Franklin is one of those guys I've seen on here that he has some kind of familiarity with Jonathan Gannon as a DC. So I find his signing to be more. Now, while I'm stuck in neutral with this signing, I am okay with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trending a little more positive with the signing with Jonathan Gannon there. After going through it and looking at his Eagles defense, that Eagles defense that he ran was a real motherfucker.
Yeah,
I think Gannon might be one of those guys that's an outstanding coordinator but a sucky head coach.
Yeah, I mean,
and I'll be the first to tell you this too. I like to think that just goes to the eye. That leads me over to Jonathan Hargrave when it comes to me thinking that had to be the best signing for Green Bay, especially when it comes to that defense you speak about for the Eagles. Jonathan Hargrave was one of those pillars within that defense.
Yeah, and one thing about like when he was in Miami, they misused him. He even came out and said it himself. You know, he wasn't using properly, and I think that's why he lost some playing time. And
I mean, Hargrave is. When I watch Hargrave, I would say to myself, "Yeah, this guy's definitely a good signing for the defense." But my thing for him is that his play is very much similar to that of Devontae Wyatt. Like both these guys, these defensive linemen excel in terms of interior pass rush. Like you can count on them to get to the quarterback, which is something you want our defense to do, which we weren't able to do as much last season after Micah Parsons went down. But
yeah, and it'll be nice.
Even with the addition of Hargrave, I could still see us having to address the defensive line because we need a true run stuffer for the lineup.
We need a nose tackle.
I was going to say, A-Dub, I think you just made John Dorn's night because all while we were sitting in the back leading up to the show, he was telling me how much he wants himself a good nose tackle.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
what do you guys think?
I wouldn't disagree with it either.
Hmm. What do you guys think about that Benjamin? Now I'm probably going to butcher his name,
Benjamin Benjamin Seju.
Saint Jew. Okay. See, I would have been wrong with both pronunciations I tried to do.
Well, we look at this. Quay Walker, we got Franklin, Wooden, Hargrave, Hobbs, St. Jew. I'd take St. Jew any day over him. Dobbs, we got Golden last year. Walker, Morgan, we'll find out by end of season. But Sky Moore, I like that special teams.
Let's be clear about something. I know some people would think Matthew Golden is a complete downgrade from Dobbs, but when I watch him in most of the games played, I think his production is more so about the less usage he had in his offense, more so than his ability. Because when you watch this kid, he has been great at separation, and when you throw the ball in his direction, he rarely ever drops anything in his direction.
Yeah,
absolutely, A-Dub. I couldn't agree with that.
I like to think I've seen enough in terms of his potential to where he could do well to fill in for Dobbs to be that other border receiver next to Watson.
Well, one thing about the Flores offense, it's pretty complicated offense, and for bringing a rookie like that in or don't know that offense, the Flores ain't gonna trust nobody until they know that offense inside and out. So they're just throwing them little bones here and there, get them used to the third option, fourth option.
And honestly, it was even before LaFleur too, because Mike McCarthy used to like to take a little while to bring them on.
So, I mean, to me, I think Golden's going to really come out this year and flourish. And I think Reed's could do it. I think Watson's going to have a big year. I mean.
Yeah. That's what I can't wait to see is how Watson does now that he'll have a full year. Because I wonder a bit if because of recovering from that injury, if it messed with his condition a bit. Because he was on fire when he came back originally. But the last 2-3 weeks, you could see him wearing down and starting to make a few mistakes. Now, with the full season, the full off season, and all that he can actually work. I'm hoping that'll fix that issue and let him be more consistent.
I seen him. Just matter of fact, today he had a workout video out where he looks good, man. Fucking, I like Reed.
When it comes to Watson. When it comes to Christian Watson, the one area that I paid attention to the most from him had to be his route running, because I've been on record saying this about Watson before. Blazing speed, definitely a well-rounded potential deep threat for our team, but he had an unpolished route tree.
Yeah.
The sooner he came back and the sooner I watched him play more, it was like he is much more efficient and much more smoother with his route running. Like that part of his game has gotten better to where you don't have to just look for him when it comes to the deep ball.
Absolutely, there, A-Dub. That was one of the things that I was going to mention with Watson too. His route running has come a long way since he first got here. I think if he can actually stay healthy and has this full off season, we might already have our true number one with him alone. And like Kevin says here, that the eye test says when Watson is on the field, we have open wide receivers. Yeah. Versus when it's Dobbs is the receiver and Watson out, there's no open wide receivers. Now, the only caveat I would give here is that Dobbs would find a sneaky way to get a little bit of separation a lot. That's one thing that I loved about Dobbs.
And this statement is more than accurate for me, because I've always said that when Watson is on the field healthy, he makes a big difference. And if anything, he should have followed that statement up is when Watson is on the field, the defense can easily get stretched out because of Watson's speed. Like if Watson's not out there, you don't have that's your your credible deep threat
What
going, which
about
means
Golden speed?
What
What
Well,
about
hold
Mountain speed?
hold on 1 second, George. Because that right there, what A-Dub is talking about, is exactly why I am ecstatic that we did not go along with these rumors and end up trading Jaden Reed like they were
Yeah.
talking that teams were calling about with him.
Yeah.
I think we are going to have ourselves one hell of an explosive offense with having Watson, Golden, and Reed is our top 3 receivers. That's a hell of a lot of speed on the field. And when you need that short yardage shit, you still got a Tucker Kraft.
And you got Kraft and you got Musgrave.
I know about Golden speed, but the thing about Golden is that when you watch him play, people say he doesn't usually play like the speed that he has. Like you don't see a 4.29 guy on the field when it comes to his route running and everything else, but he can still get separation, and he does run crisp routes for you. But can you really trust him to do the same, to perform in the same manner as Christian Watson, to be that potential deep threat that could stretch defenses out the way Watson does? Because that's one of the reasons that I like Watson so much, is because when he's on the field, he makes that big of a difference to stretch defenses out to where other receivers beneath him can get open looks, especially against man coverages.
Mm-hmm.
What about Savion Williams too?
Savion
Williams, yeah.
I think he could end up being kind of the guy that does a bit of the dirty work for us in the wide receiver room. That he's going to be the blocker, or he'll be the short yardage or stretch the field horizontally guy.
Yeah, like Savion Williams to me has shown himself to have the ability of a Swiss Army knife kind of guy, like what Taysom Hill was to the Saints. Except you're not going to see him throw passes, but he can do the end rounds, the jet sweeps, as well as the short intermediate route passes.
Didn't we see him throw a pass this past year?
Yeah.
I was going to say he does have it in his game. Even though me saying that, I still agree with you, A-Dub. We're not going to use him anywhere near as much as a passer as the Saints use Taysom Hill. But I still think that teams are going to have to respect that, because at least, granted, in the super small sample size of last year, I thought he did good at it.
Yeah. I mean, from what you saw with that sample size is that the man can actually excel in many ways and areas, but it's just the only worry that you had when you first drafted him was his drop rate. Like, the guy doesn't have very good hands.
Well, that's like the Bears, wide receivers too. They don't got good hands either. So,
well, I'm gonna hate to be.
I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, but I'm gonna hate to be that guy. We've seen how many receivers drop how many balls here in Green Bay. Yeah. I'm not gonna worry if he drops a couple. Now, if he's dropping a shit ton of them, that's when I'll have the issue. But that I want to caveat that a bit with it. If he does start having a bit of the dropsy problem, what do you guys think about kind of using him in the Ty Montgomery role and trying him at backup running back?
Wouldn't hurt me none, because I've seen him work in that area before during his college days. So
wraparounds.
It could help. It could help that he does work from that area.
I don't know. He's got pretty good hands. I don't mind him, man. Last year he caught some pretty good balls, man. We got that one for a touchdown against the Steelers, man. That was a good fucking. I don't know. I like him, man. Tell you the truth. He's just got to get a little more sharper. He's just got to get, stay healthy, and another year of hope underneath his belt. I don't know.
Same thing for Golden. You got to keep himself healthy.
Same thing. Our whole team's. I mean,
there you go, Dord. That's what I want to see.
I mean, you look at the past 2 years. The last seasons, was it 3 games in a row we lost the year before that? Then last year we lost 5 in a row. It's like we can't be doing that towards the end of the season. But injuries caught up to us. I mean, it's like not having Parsons, not having Kraft, not having Wyatt. It's just everything. The rest of the guys are just sort of piling up. We couldn't finish the games. I mean, we're in every battle and every game. We dominated pretty much almost all the games till the fucking fourth quarter.
We changed part of our strength and conditioning staff, right? Or was it only the medical staff?
Yeah, and we got a new special teams coach too. Finally,
It-
oh, it's fucking time.
yeah,
And speaking of special teams, you could be happy that we got ourselves a true return guy too.
Yeah,
well, I haven't looked up the validity of this yet, but supposedly we're going to be cutting McManus still.
I don't think he will.
That's kind of more where I kind of feel on it. I think we're going to bring this one as a kicking competition
Yeah.
between him and Harvasek.
No, didn't Sanders get released from Miami? Their kicker, Sanders. He was like 9 for 9 over 50 yards.
Yeah.
Why would we bring him in?
Yeah,
I
the
don't see
the Miami kicker I would have loved to bring in. Because I mean, I'm okay with what we have at kicker between the two of them having a competition, but I don't feel great
yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
That's one. This is one. Yeah, this makes me think about one thing I like to think Green Bay better do a better job of, and that is prioritizing special teams, because
Yeah.
for a time special teams has been a Achilles heel for us in the playoffs just as much too. Like if you pay attention to some of the playoff losses we had, some of them have come based on special team blunders.
Oh, absolutely, A-Dub.
Bobblehead comes to mind right off the bat. Bobblehead fucking outside kick, fucking muffed it. Come on, man. Game-winning muff. I mean, come on, Bobblehead.
Yeah, that one kind of bothers me a bit since you are supposed to be the hands guy for that.
Well, he that one. He goes all the way back to when he was practice, and he didn't come into practice because he didn't fucking like his role or something like that, and he fucking threw a little hissy fit. Ever since then, I didn't care for him. To me, he always rubbed me the wrong way.
See, I'm okay with Dobbs. My issue with him, though, would be the drops at the crucial moments.
Yeah.
That's what would get me, in the inconsistency. He would look outstanding some games, but I think that kind of goes further to prove the point that he's more of a number 2 receiver, and we were shoehorning him in as a 1.
Yeah.
There were times he could fill in as the 1.
But then my thing is, I saw that contract he got, and I immediately said it to myself, and I'm quite sure others would have argued me on it, but I said that was a massive overpay for a guy who's never been a 1,000-yard receiver.
Hey, we get a better draft pick
right
out
there
of it.
with you.
We get a better draft pick out of it next year. Who cares? I'm happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
Now with
Yeah.
Walker, we're not going to get as good draft pick. I was hoping we'll get a 3, but we'll
Yeah,
probably get like a 6.
Yeah, it's looking like a 6, and
Yeah.
I think that puts Green Bay in a very good spot in 2027. Nearly $100 million in cap space, along with a collection of draft picks, and that's something Goody loves to have, is a whole collection of draft picks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I love us having all the draft picks, and I mean that $100 million sounds awesome to start with, but we got to remember we got a few key guys that their contracts coming up. So, unfortunately, I think by the time we get to the offseason, that $100 million is going to be a hell of a lot less.
I think right now the main one is get Kraft and probably Watson. Watson, tell you the truth, I'd rather than have him prove it another year. Tell you the truth.
Kraft, Watson, Jaden Reed, Dontavian Wicks. Those guys are coming up next year, along with Ben S.
Kraft's the main one.
Kraft, absolutely. I want to lock him up yesterday.
Yeah.
And also the other tight end, Luke Musgrave's coming up next year.
I'm okay. I'm okay with letting Musgrave walk and trying somebody new.
Yeah.
But who I really see now, I just had a brain fart. Damn it. Who the hell were we just talking about?
I think we were just discussing Tucker Kraft as far as the one.
Yeah,
extended.
I want to see him hurry up and extend it, and then Watson. I wouldn't mind, like John Dorn said, giving him another year, but honestly, I'm not even giving it the full year. If he looks like that guy in the beginning quarter to half of the year, there, I'm giving him
Lock
at
him up.
least a moderate extension. Because with Watson, I fear that if we wait at the end of the year with how he looked last year, his price is going to skyrocket.
Yeah, he will. Yeah.
Mhm.
Because he's productive. When he's on the field, he's productive. I mean,
Mm-hmm. Yep. There's no way I'd want to pay him that money either.
no.
I like I said, I like Dobbs. The issue with me was his drops at the inopportune times. But hey, good luck to him.
Well,
He didn't go to a rival, so I hope the guy does well.
Well, that's right. That's what we got. Fucking Golden.
Oh yeah,
and fucking
Devontae
Williams
Wyatt and
last
Carl
year.
Brooks will have contracts, but
Oh yeah,
but my thing with Brooks is that he would be the least expensive of those guys because we ain't seen much out of Brooks that merits a big contract.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
see, next year we're gonna have a lot of mid-round draft picks, and we're gonna have about $100 million to play with. So,
that's why I'd be okay if we let Brooks walk, depending on how this year goes. Wyatt is another one I want to re-sign yesterday. I think he is massively important to our defensive line. Shit, we saw how much that line degraded once he went out. Granted, that got exacerbated by Micah Parsons going out not too long after,
yeah.
but even when Parsons was out there, you just felt that pressure up the middle just disappear.
That's true.
Well,
Oh yeah, Yinzer.
yeah, as Yinzer in the comments, one good thing to ask him, how is he feeling about the additions he got on his team? Guys like Rico Dotto and Michael Pittman Jr.
Brisker.
I think that the Steelers now have themselves one hell of a receiving corps. When you have Pittman and DK, plus those three outstanding tight ends that they have, to me, that's a quarterback dream.
I think Rogers coming back for one more year. I really do.
I would
too if I was him.
I was going to say, with what the Steelers have added, and granted, you might not have the best relationship with Mike McCarthy, but you know what to expect.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And would it really shock you if Mike McCarthy told Aaron Rodgers, fuck it, run the offense?
Yeah, exactly.
Because we already seen that Aaron Rodgers can run the Mike McCarthy system better than Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, actually, I think Rodgers could actually be a really good offensive coordinator.
I
play caller and a good play caller.
I am 1,000% with you there, Dor. My pipe dream, which I know isn't going to happen because Rodgers is going to disappear when he.
Because I know that one game. I can't remember what game it was. But
it was the game against the Detroit Lions when he got Matt Flynn.
Yeah.
All those fucking yards and touchdowns.
Yeah.
He was the offensive coordinator for that game.
Exactly.
That shit was awesome.
Yep. As I'm saying, he'd be an awesome fucking offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe you just fucking retire.
We're
gonna play with the Packers. He can be our fucking offensive coordinator.
I was gonna say, my pipe dream is to have him come be offensive coordinator till he gets a little bit of experience and shit. Even possibly, depending on how he does, give him a head coaching thing down the line. But again, that's a pipe dream. I sincerely think we are not going to hear very much Aaron Rodgers once he retires.
Yeah, but see, talking about like Aaron Rodgers' age, you know what I mean? Well, I like what Goody's doing right now. We're bringing some veteran players in here. Solid veteran players. We need. This is what this team needs. Veteran players.
I couldn't shout that from the rooftops loud enough because you guys have heard me bitch for a couple of years now. Mm-hmm. We had the youngest team 3 years in a row. I'm tired of that.
Yeah, and now, if anything to be happy about is that, as far as this free agency goes, Green Bay is specializing in bringing in a veteran presence for every certain level on defense. Like, you got a veteran presence and leadership for your D line, you got it for your linebacking core, and now you got it for your secondary.
Yep. And you notice that what Hargrave and what was that Franklin? They both worked for Gannon already. They already played in Gannon's system already. So it's like now we go get Josh Sweat now. Holy butch, man! This defense is gonna be fucking rocking.
What do you think it takes to get him? Because they got to pay him a bonus here coming up, and it's supposedly going to be lower in the draft compensation. What do you think it takes?
I'd give him a third.
I'd say you have to give him a draft, give him a few draft picks, and
Yeah,
you have to give him a player off the team as well, one or two.
If I got to give up a player with it, I personally want to go with a 4th round pick, and it would massively depend on the player because I don't want to get rid of Sorrell and oh god, what the hell was the name of the
Oliver?
other guy? Oliver. Yep.
No,
I don't want to get rid of.
No.
I don't want to get rid of either of them.
Give him Brooks.
Yeah, I'd give them Brooks and Dorn. You're going to absolutely hate me for this next one, but I'd even be okay with giving them Brenton Cox too.
No way. Brent Cox ain't going nowhere. Brent Cox Jr. is not going anywhere. He's our second best fucking pass rusher we got on our team right now. I'm saying it right now, he is.
Yeah. And I find it quite amusing you want to get rid of him after we just extended him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying if it took that, I'd be okay with him going. Now, granted, I don't particularly want to. I'm not sitting here saying, "Hey, yeah, he shoved Brendan Cox out the door." But
I can't do that to my boy.
That's one of those. If the trade hinged on it, all right.
Sure, I would package Nixon in that trade as well.
Man, that would make me a fucking Miami Packer. Then that would do that to me, man. I'd become a Miami Packer. Go Willis, man. Come on.
Man, we got the Miami Packers, we got the Pittsburgh Packers, we got the Green Bay Packers. What is this? Just going to become the National Packers League?
Man, we're like a factory, man. Jesus.
Hey, our number one fan happened to stop by.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what's going to be next. Are we going to hear him boast the Bears a bit more when it comes to their moves?
Don't you know that every player that plays for the Bears is automatically just the greatest player ever at his position?
Yeah. Briscoe's going to the Steelers. I see Nick happening.
Mm-hmm. I actually like the move because Briscoe's a damn good player.
Yeah, he is.
Mm-hmm. That was one of those guys that I was happy when he'd be out playing against us. Not like happy the guy's injured, but happy we don't have to play him.
Hey, what would they lose? Like 5 players on their defense?
I don't know the exact number, but they lost.
Sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say they lost quite a few.
3 of them were most of their interception guys. So the other interceptions, that fucking defense was fucking dog shit ass.
Oh yeah.
I mean, look at this shit. I mean, it was dog shit ass. If it wasn't for those turnovers, that fucking defense was dog shit ass. And that's why I don't think they're Commanders 2.0. I don't have them winning 6-7 games this year. I'm serious. I'm not even fucking joking. I ain't throwing. I ain't doing nothing. They lost. They downgraded on fucking offense. Their best receiver's gone. They don't got a 1,000-yard rusher. Receiver. Their center downgraded. When their best center is going down to a fucking Bradbury? Come on. It's like, oh man, I don't know, Bears.
Now I will give Broski this one. That's the one thing that you worry about with Brisker, because he had that major concussion issue there.
He's a hard hitter.
Yeah, I mean, the safety room. So from my perspective, I think the Bears order of business they may have to they're gonna end up revamping that whole safety room since most.
Well, they brought that one guy in, which he's pretty easy.
I mean, a numerous amount of them had gone to free agency, and the other loss they suffered on defense was Tremaine Edmonds, and I'm not sure that's a huge loss.
Yeah, Tremaine
interception, turnovers. That's one main thing. That was the only thing that's good about him.
Yeah, I was going to say Tremaine Edmonds was too up and down for me to say that it was a major loss. Now, are they going to feel it? Yeah, but the question
Yeah,
is how
him.
much.
Not him. I don't think they're going to miss him too
And
much.
Ron,
He was overpaid. He was overpaid.
Ron, how many times do I got to tell you? If you would wash occasionally, you wouldn't get that cheese buildup, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Al Bundy fucking went out and got fucking Keebler off.
No, that's one thing I am massively not happy about. Now, granted, I think that's going to do awesome for my fantasy football team since he's usually my fantasy quarterback.
Dogs playing against the Packers.
But I unfortunately think he's going to fit in real well with that offense. Go ahead, A-Dub.
When I saw that signing, every part of me was thinking at first, do we have to see Viking fans munch on Keebler elf cookies to salute their quarterback now? Because that's the nickname I gave him that I'm sticking to is the Keebler elf of quarterbacks.
AW just gave me a beautiful thought. When we kick the Vikings' ass this year, it's not just gonna be that Purple Crush I'll be drinking. It's gonna be filled with some Keebler elf cookies too. That's fucking awesome, dude. Oh, but since we're touching on the rivals here, what are your guys' thoughts here on Detroit?
Detroit.
I ain't seen much of anything they've done in free agency that makes me worried.
They got that
about
Pokemon dude, fucking running back that hasn't done shit for years.
And when it comes to Detroit, this was a team that I kept questioning certain people in their fan base about this past season either being Super Bowl or bust for the Lions. And one of them came out and said, yes, it would be. And apparently it was definitely bust because they didn't even make the playoffs. Like this team made a downward transition from first to worst. But granted,
fuck it there, broski. We'll give it to you.
You know,
but the thing is, Detroit still had a winning season as far as putting together a 9-8 finish, which says enough that the team itself did have a fall off from 15 wins, but it wasn't that bad.
No. But I just don't see them doing. I think they'll be better than they were last year a little bit, but they lost too much on that defense. That defense, they lost too much on there.
What's up there, broski?
Going on, fellas?
What's happening, broski?
What's up, broski?
Joined at a good time. You guys started shit talking the Lions, and you were talking about Tremaine Edmonds. Two things I fucking hate.
Well, why don't you give us your breakdown on Tremaine Edmonds since some people seem to love or hate this guy as Bears fans?
Well, I mean, Ken, we've been talking for a while now. I don't think you've ever heard me say anything good about Tremaine Edmonds. He's a terrible middle linebacker. He has no clue how to play middle linebacker. He has no instincts. He fucking can't go downhill and fill a hole, make a tackle. That's just not in him. He's basically a 6'5", 250-pound outside linebacker, and he's not even good at that. And the knock on him his whole career was he didn't make enough big plays, right? So this season, he finally made some big plays. Like he got some interceptions and shit like that. But he can't, like, the Bears are still getting gutted up the middle against the run. Like, he has no concept how to play middle linebacker. And he was so bad at middle linebacker, they actually moved him to outside linebacker this year. So get the fuck out of here, Tremaine Edmonds. You're a fucking waste of time. But yeah, if you want to move to Detroit Lions, I mean, you've heard my saying a few times now, man. I think the Detroit Lions defense has more holes than the Iranian Navy right about now. So, yeah, they're not doing anything. They're gonna be last place again.
Yeah,
and of course, Aiden Hutchinson may have to carry them on his own if they don't have nobody else who can pass rush like him.
Yeah, I got that bad feeling there that he's gonna. What were we saying again? Because I just stroked out because I got a message here.
the Lions defense has
Oh,
more holes in it than the arena needs.
Thank you. Thank you. I got this bad feeling that, well, not bad for me, but bad for Lions fans, that it's kind of starting to circle the drain there a bit. Now, I'm not going to say it's all doom and gloom. They have absolutely no chance of coming back, but this is the year you have to turn it back around and get back to the football that they were playing the past couple of years. Otherwise, I got that feeling that they are going to continuously drop down slowly until we get the same old Lions.
Hey, Broski,
one
did
of the Lions'
say something like that?
weaknesses-
He lost the locker room.
Hey,
You think Campbell lost the locker room? I think I agree with you.
Yeah.
Well, one of the Lions' weaknesses this past season has been on display is that they do look very weak in the trenches. Like that offensive line itself still suffered going into this offseason. Like at the earlier time of the year, we heard Lion fans remember when they was smack talking the idea that their offensive line was going to be fine despite a certain player on that line retiring early before the season got started.
Mm-hmm.
Look how that turned out.
And shit, not only that, now granted, this is nowhere near as much of a loss as Frank the Tank, but they just lost Decker too.
Yeah, that opens line. They
get
the run game going. Yeah,
and then not only that, they replaced him with the left tackle from Miami, and we seen how beat up Tua got over there.
Yeah,
You're talking about Larry Borum, the former Bear. Yeah, he put it this way: Larry Borum was so bad he got benched for fucking Braxton Jones.
Ooh.
Yeah. Braxton Jones is a rookie started over Larry Borum. That's how bad Larry Borum was. Yeah.
Yeah, and if I recall, the weakest part of the Lions O-line had to be the middle when it came to you having two rookie guards along with a center Glasgow who wasn't all that great. On your
downgrade. Yeah, every year you see him, he started going down every year. It seemed like.
Yeah, like I actually kind of like the two guys the Lions brought in at center. I think between one of them, one will pan out for him because I like Drew Scruggs. I think he actually has some talent. Cade Mays, I watched him here in Charlotte. Like when the games he played, he was good. Now the thing is with both of them, Dorn, what do we always say? Brad Holmes has a fetish for fucking injured players, and guess who has major injury history? Both Cade Mays and Drew Scruggs. So. You know what I mean? Maybe neither one of them pans out.
There's a good running back he just picked up the other day. I mean,
and
last
another
2 years,
thing,
he's been injured all the time.
Yep.
And another thing I could say, thing I'm feeling about the Lions is some of them big contracts they put together with some of these players may come back to haunt them eventually.
It's already
down the road.
You can see it already.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, A-Dub.
Yeah, like there's a variety of guys that they've signed to big contracts, namely two of their receivers, Goff, Hutchinson. Yeah, it's a lot of guys they gave big contracts to, and I'm thinking they come back to haunt them down the road future-wise.
And A-Dub, and the flip side to that coin is this. What do Lions fans always say every season? Like, they don't spend all their cap money. They usually have like $30-40 million laying around at the end of each season, and I always bust their balls for it. I'm like, you guys, when you have a window, you got to go all in, man. You got to spend that fucking money and go all in. But now they can't say that because now, like, oh, we got to sign Laporta. Oh, we got to sign Brian Branch eventually. We got to save the money. Well, guess what? This is going to be Brian Branch and Laporta's last year as a fucking line, and they're not going to re-sign either one of them. So. Yeah. You know what I mean? They should have spent that fucking money the whole time while they had a window. Is my point.
I'm right there with you, broski. Because all that does is remind me of the fucking Ted Thompson years that were so bad on spending. That was so bad on spending money. They had to create a new rule to make the teams spend a certain amount of money in 3 years.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, Kirby Joseph, Brian Branch, neither one's going to be ready to start the season. Kirby might never ever play again. So
there you go, broski. I have that unfortunate feeling for him that he's going to have that lingering knee issue like an Alexander Bakhtiari thing.
Yeah, I mean, they have no linebackers besides Jack Campbell. They signed some guy named Rodriguez, and they still have that bum Barnes who got stiff armed by Jameis Winston. I mean, they have no defensive end opposite Hutch. They only have 2 defensive tackles.
Maybe
And
we'll get Davenport back.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, Doran.
bro, they
Yeah.
Doran, I'm not kidding, man. They might actually pull that shit, man. They
Yeah.
might actually do it.
You said no end next to Hutch. I'm thinking, don't they have your favorite character, Davenport, still under contract over there?
No,
No, he's free
No,
agent.
he's a free agent right now, but I highly doubt any other team's going to sign him. But like Broski said, I wouldn't be shocked if the Lions bring him back because for
Yeah.
some reason they fucking love that guy.
Mhm.
I mean, out of like a joke, like, is there such thing as a Davenport jersey? Like, it's almost like you like want to go in and buy one just to like.
DJ Reader too, isn't he a free agent?
Yeah, he's gone.
Yes, he is.
He's gone. And AQM, that Al Qaeda Muhammad guy,
Yeah.
he actually had a career year last year.
Yeah. He went somewhere. I can't remember where. I just seen it today.
I mean, it was like a 1 year, like $5 million deal or $6
Everybody
million
wants out of there,
deal.
man. Everybody wants out of there.
But why didn't they resign him? Like, they actually should have resigned him, to be
Exactly.
completely honest.
And then their corner went to somewhere too, to the Chiefs or something. Or
Yeah, one of the
Bills or-
Smurfs, Amik Robertson. Yep.
yeah.
So I mean, I don't know, man.
And I'm trying to remember. Didn't this guy get drafted by the Lions the same year as Terry and Arnold? Amik Robinson.
No, he was a couple of years before. So Amik Robinson, what's his name? Oh no, I'm sorry, Amik Robertson. He's been in the league a little bit. He didn't get drafted by the Lions. He got drafted by, I don't know if it was the Raiders or somebody, but he's been in the league a little bit. Aleem McNeil, their D tackle,
Oh, way overpaid.
was drafted by the Lions like maybe 4 years ago.
Way overpaid,
Yeah, and he's not good anymore. And he's one of their 2 starters. And ever since he got that fat contract, he hasn't done good 1 year. He hasn't had one good season.
Well, hello
Hey,
there,
don't-
Sarah.
How you doing, Sarah?
What's up, guys?
I was going to say,
Sarah.
it's
Hey,
been a
Hey,
long
Sarah.
time.
yeah, it has been a
I'm so
while.
excited about that midget we signed. Woo!
I was just,
Midget,
I was just about
what-
to ask you that.
When you prefer calling him the Keebler elf? That's what I call him.
I don't care. They're both little. I want my quarterback to be able to see over the offensive line. Now we're going to see a whole bunch of batted balls down.
And that midget is going to do a lot of running for you guys.
Hey, what's up there, Vinny?
Hey, what's going
I'm
on,
taller
guys?
than
How you
Kyler
doing?
Murray.
Oh, not too much. Nice to see you again, man.
Yeah, nice to see you too.
Yeah, but I think for the Vikings to have Kyler Murray, this is a good chance for us to see KLC live up to his reputation as a QB whisperer that he was once called. Can he do a career resurgence for Kyler Murray in the same manner I think he did for Sam Darnold?
Yeah, but are they going to have Xbox in every room for him or what?
Unfortunately for the rest of the division, and fortunately for Sarah, I think Kyler Murray is going to do pretty damn good out there in the Viking system. It seems to be that for some reason KOC can bring back these downtrodden quarterbacks here, and he fits that
He
mold
just can't
perfect.
develop them.
I was going to say he fits that mold perfect. I don't know if I'd say he can't develop them. I'd more honestly blame JJ on this right now.
Right now, I think KOC is pretty much on the hot seat. I mean, if you don't win a playoff game this year, I think he should be fired. They already got to get a new GM. They might as well start out fresh. You know what I mean?
I get what you're
This
saying.
team is so up and down, and in the past 5 years, it's been so up and down. It's like boom. Stop it.
Listen to
I mean?
this. I'm going to call this the Minnesota Vikings fool's gold scenario. So KOC, obviously, he hasn't won a playoff game, right? This is going into year 5. A lot of people are just like they're done with him. They want him out, right?
Yeah.
But what if Murray does well this year, right? What if they win like a playoff game or something like that?
Sure.
And then Murray's like, okay, I'm out. Like, I'm going to sign with a team. I got a $50 million a year contract. This other team's going to pay me. The Vikings aren't going to pay him that. You know what I mean? So he's gone. And then JJ McCarthy's like, well, F you, man. You started Murray over me. I demand a trade. I'm gone. And then after all is said and done, KOC's job actually gets saved, and his bum ass is the only one left of those three in Minnesota, and they're stuck with KOC.
JJ can sit there and demand a trade all he wants, but who the fuck is going to give up compensation for him besides maybe a used condom?
Yeah. But right.
With holes
But
in it.
hey, something else to call out for. If there's something else to call out for you, like KLC, even Kyler Murray has never won a playoff game, and he's only been to the postseason once in his career, and that was 2022 when he took a 34-11 loss against the Rams.
Hey there, Vinny. What do you think about Kyler going there to the Vikings?
I think Kyler Murray is in trouble.
That's an answer that I like.
He is. I mean, he's short, so I guess he can hide behind the offensive line. But if they don't have an offensive line, they're in trouble. Like who's their running back right now? Do they have a running game?
Aaron Jones. Yeah,
Aaron Jones. Okay.
Yeah, he restructured his deal, and then they have, I think it's Madison there, the old running back from the 49ers.
Jordan Mason, you mean?
Mason, that's what it is.
Jordan
Their
Mason.
offensive line was supposed to be good. That fizzled right out, man.
I really like Mason. Yeah, I got to say, though, I really do like Mason as a running back. I think he should be their clear and away number one. And Aaron Jones, I'm only putting him in when he's tired.
Yeah.
If Kyler Murray can't throw the ball to Justin Jefferson is going to complain the whole time. Watch.
Yeah, but I got a feeling that Kyler Murray might shoehorn it to him.
When have you seen him complain? He didn't complain last year when he had no quarterback.
Well, that was last year.
I remember last year him putting up a bit of a stink about fucking JJ.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, granted, he didn't crash out or anything like that.
He wasn't like AJ Brown or anything. He's gonna be mad because we lost, but
he was upset.
Like
he was upset. Put it that way. He was upset.
I wouldn't fault him for.
Yeah, you got to think the bad QB play has definitely hindered your Jefferson's production as far as what we're used to seeing from him too.
Mm-hmm. I can't blame the guy for being pissed off about it. He went from being the absolute number one receiver in the entire NFL to he was kind of almost an afterthought last year because of how crappy the quarterback play was.
I already seen that JJ wants fucking he demands a trade now since he's seen fucking Keeper Real fucking got fucking
I don't know why, because I think that's going to be what's going to bring his numbers back.
He's the least gave up wide receiver there is.
I mean, a little midget does have a fucking pretty good arm on him.
Yeah, that's my point there. Kyler might be short and all that, and it's fun to poke fun of him.
Got you the chicken, man. You know, it's like, man, he went this way, went that way. You know, it's like,
yeah, and
fun to watch
you could think,
sometimes.
and I like to think part of Kyler Murray's decline has to go back to when he lost his QB coach, that same one who coached up Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love. That used to be Kyler Murray's QB coach, and I'm thinking the minute he left, Kyler Murray's production and everything else went down.
Yeah. I mean, does the Vikings got any fucking safeties right now?
Nope.
Yeah, didn't they get rid of Harrison Smith?
Yeah, I think they might bring
they
him
cut
back.
but he might come back for less.
They got that bum Metellus or whatever the fuck his name is. He's kind of like a positionless player. Like I don't even know what to call him.
But how's this for a question? How much worry do you have for your defensive line? Because I recall you lost two different D linemen that were starting for you, and Hargrave and Jonathan Allen.
Yeah, but they weren't they weren't that great. That's why they got rid of them. Because they have other guys in the wings, ready to take over.
No, it's just Flores didn't know how to use them.
Well-
I'm just telling you straight up.
We'll see.
I was going to say it might not been that he didn't know how to use them. We've seen before. You've had outstanding players with freaking great coordinators, and for some reason it just doesn't work out.
Yeah, much
Well, somebody made a comment about Flores that his defense is the kind of defenses he calls, the way it's set up. Linebackers excel in that defense more so than the defensive linemen do.
Yeah. I mean, he's using more of a nose tackle, and he's not a nose tackle, man. As I said, that's what Packers need. They need a true fucking nose tackle. Hargrave ain't that. He's more of a fucking 3-tech. He's more, he can't shed blocks and shit. He's horrible at that, man. You know what I mean? I'm just saying straight up. That's the kind of guy you're getting. You know what I mean? If you put him one-on-one, he's going to kill you. He's going to fucking burn you. He's going to get to the quarterback. That's what Gannon's going to use him for. We're going to get a true nose tackle. They're going to use Stackhouse, or they're going to get someone else.
That's kind of unless we have a big nose fall to us in the draft.
Yeah.
I would be okay with letting Stackhouse ride it for a year and see how he does.
Back and forth, Keep him
And
fresh.
I'm not gonna lie, fellas, what you just mentioned does give me some bit of cause for pause, like wondering how much do I trust.
I didn't hear that part.
Oh, I think we might have lost A-Dub for a minute.
Yeah, that's part I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah. What I was saying at the end is that I'm not so sure I got much trust for the draft class of defensive tackles that's coming in this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But hey, we do, in my opinion, still need a left tackle, and it wouldn't hurt if we grabbed another corner. Hey, Broski, can you tell me what the best two positions in this draft are going to be?
Oh, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's cornerback and safety, and offensive tackles right up there as well, man. Left and right tackles, man, it's loaded, and yeah, definitely secondary draft for sure.
That's exactly what gives me a lot of hope.
Which is where I think Green Bay is going to use their second round pick on. Like, if there's one position I'm already confident that they'll look at first, is definitely the cornerback.
Yeah. See, to be honest, we don't got a first round pick, so I haven't really been digging into the draft too much right now.
I'm with you.
I mean, last year I was more it was at home. I was more into it, Now it's kind of like we don't got a first round picks. Like, fuck, day one sucked anyways. It's like, good guys are gone. Fuck, we're fucked.
You know what this kind of reminds me of? Is not last year, but the year before. I was all excited for it for the first round, and then some fucking guy I know said we were going to take an offensive lineman with that first round, and I said, man, we really shouldn't, because we don't have good luck with offensive linemen in the first round.
He might do it this year again.
Well, we don't have a first round pick.
Second round, our second pick.
I am 1,000% okay with us getting one in the second, because we have a beautiful track record with that. Just not a first round guy.
Offensive lineman, nose tackle, or a fucking corner. One of those three. I won't mind in a second.
There's chatter about the Eagles wanting Grenard.
Trade for a kicker. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Speaking.
we have, Dallas Turner in the wings. So I think they can trade.
And speaking of the Eagles, I think they still gotta consider still working out any kind of deal to trade AJ Brown, because they still haven't got that done.
Them and the Rams are that close to fucking pulling it off, man.
I
think he's going to Rams.
I would absolutely.
Jalen Carter, that'd be nice.
Man, I'd puke if that happens. But on that horrendous future take, let's
and he'll spit on you.
Let's hope it doesn't happen. We want to thank we want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you guys that took your time to comment. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your night. And as always, it's go Pack, go.
Welcome to the Huddle Sports Network on Roku and Fire Stick. This is the first place to find all the latest NFL news, trades, and rumors. If you have a Roku or Fire Stick, access your menu and locate the search bar to perform a channel search. Then simply type in Huddle Sports Network. After completing the search, this logo should appear. Then add to your menu and you're good to go.